Welcome to the Oasis. My name's Mike, and today I'm going to be talking about an image that dropped on Twitter today of a supposedly leaked Oculus Quest 2. Now, rumors of Oculus working on a sequel to their smash hit VR headset, the Oculus Quest, have been circling the internet for some time now. But this is the first time we've ever seen a so-called leaked image of the headset. Is this image real, or is it fake, or maybe it's just a render that someone has cleverly put together? Well, at this point, nobody actually knows, so just please bear that in mind during this video. So let's go over the image, talk about its source, talk about its design, the head strap, the lack of IPD adjustment, the controllers, and how this aligns with other rumors that we've already heard about this headset, and then I'm going to talk finally about what I think this means for the original Oculus Quest. I hope you find this video useful, and without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so before I talk about the image itself, let me talk for a second about the person that posted this image, as that is quite important. This image was posted by someone on Twitter known as Walking Cat. Mike, you believe some random cat guy on Twitter? Come on, are you crazy? I hear you say. Well, I wouldn't normally, but this guy has a reputation for leaking tech images online ahead of their official announcements. For example, last week he leaked some new earbuds called Galaxy Beans, which are competition for the Apple AirPods, and that tweet was shared amongst many reputable tech sites, including Gizmodo and What Hi-Fi. He also leaked images of the HP Reverb G2 VR headset almost a full week prior to its official announcement, so he does have some credibility. When asked about the name, Walking Cat seemed to think that this will be called the Oculus Quest 2. With that said though, still take everything in this video with a huge grain of salt until Oculus makes an announcement themselves, which is going to be unlikely until Oculus Connect 7, which is still probably at least a couple of months away. Okay, so now onto the image itself, and I think the first thing we should talk about is the fact that this thing is white. Now, this could be a smart move from Oculus, as it clearly distinguishes itself from the rest of the Oculus lineup, which is really important from a marketing perspective and should also, hopefully, save on customer confusion. Now, the only thing that concerns me is that this could be susceptible to grubby fingerprint marks over time, but overall, I'm digging the white headset design. Let me know what you guys and girls think of the white design in the comments down below. We can also see that the headset design has ditched the material surround of the original Oculus Quest, which could be to save a little weight and also make the headset easier to produce. I quite liked the material surround of the original Quest, as it gave the headset a premium look and feel, but then again it goes completely unnoticed when you're actually wearing the device. Now moving on, it does seem from the image that the headset will feature 4 inside-out tracking cameras, just like the original Quest. And this is absolutely fine in my opinion, as the original Quest's in-sight tracking system has rarely let me down. However, looking at this image a little bit closer, this top camera does seem like it's in a strange location and right on the line of the front faceplate. Also, you don't even see the outline of the other top camera, which you do from this angle when you look at the original Quest. And it's when I see stuff like this in this image that I really begin to question this image's authenticity. But moving on, let's talk about the head strap, because the number one criticism from the original Oculus Quest is that it's quite front heavy, and the head strap doesn't particularly do a great job of distributing that weight. From the image of this headset, it looks like this has a wider material head strap in the center, which goes up and over the top of your head and connects at the back to a more rigid or rubbery strap. And then it looks like we've got some kind of adjustment at the back instead of Velcro adjustments on the side with the original Oculus Quest. Now, this could be another way to save on manufacturing costs, making it easier to produce. And if so, let's just hope that these savings are passed on to the consumer. An Oculus Quest at $299 would be pretty incredible, but it would make it almost impossible to compete with, which isn't necessarily a good thing. For this new head strap design to work, the headset would have to be significantly lighter than the original Oculus Quest, or we'll just have the same problem all over again with people using counterweights at the back of their head straps. The rumors from the Bloomberg article last month suggested that this new headset would be closer to a pound in weight, making it lighter than the original Quest at 1.25 pounds. Looking at the facial interface, it seems like this will be a standard interface, just like the one we have on the current Quest, It would be a nice little touch though if the design was the same, so accessories like VR covers for the original Quest will fit on this new one. One thing that's glaringly obvious from this image is the lack of an IPD adjustment slider. You see, your IPD is your interpupillary distance, and essentially that means the distance between your eyes. And setting your headset's IPD correctly is important to have a clear and comfortable VR experience. The Oculus Rift S omitted an IPD slider from its design, which meant that some people too far outside of the ideal 64mm sweet spot simply couldn't use the headset. Now, the Oculus Quest has a manual IPD slider, which accommodates quite a large IPD range from 58 to 72mm, so to remove it from the next headset would be a huge step backwards in my opinion, and is contrary to the Bloomberg article which published last month. However, just imagine this: what if you didn't need an IPD slider, as the headset featured eye-tracking modules to measure your IPD and adjust the lens spacing automatically, just like the high-end PC VR headset from Xtal. It's unlikely, but I guess anything's possible at this stage, and it could explain the omission of the slider. Moving on to the connections on the side of the headset, it looks like we have a 3.5mm audio jack and a USB-C connector. The USB-C connector is on its side, which would mean when connecting an Oculus Link cable, the cable will run straight to the back of the head strap, which would be a nice little touch, especially if they included a new little clip to attach the cable to the head strap in the box with this new headset. I really wonder if they'll keep a second 3.5mm audio jack on the other side of the headset, which they use for their official Oculus Quest earbuds on the original Quest, or they'll drop it down to a single jack, maybe again to save manufacturing costs and make it easier to produce. And now let's talk about the controllers, as this is kind of interesting. If you hold your Oculus Touch controller next to this image, you can see that these new controllers do look different, and the inverted tracking rings actually look a little bit smaller. If we zoom into the image, you can see that the top of the controller is black and is almost like a dish shape that protrudes out slightly. Also, the top of the controller sits more prominently in the inverted ring, which again isn't the case with the second generation touch controllers which shipped with Quest and Rift S. A controller redesign was suggested by the Bloomberg article last month, as one of the issues of the original design was that the battery door would come loose in intensive games such as Beat Saber, and it does seem that the door location has been moved, as we can see that the join line above the grip button in this image isn't there anymore. The article from Bloomberg also suggested that the new controllers would be backwards compatible with the original Quest and Oculus Rift S. So looking at this image, if it is the new Oculus Quest, then it's going to be going in one of two directions. It could be a Quest which is cheaper than the original, but lacks some of the features from the original, like a manual IPD adjustment dial and the premium material feel, which would make it more of a Quest Lite, which could be sold at a reduced price. Or it could be a refinement of the current Quest with features that we just can't see in this image, like a higher resolution display, faster processor, and eye tracking with auto IPD adjustment, making it a nice upgrade from the current Quest and more like a Quest Pro or Quest 2. Other recent rumors suggest that this new headset could be going into production by the end of this month, so it's possible we could get some more leaked images ahead of its official announcement. But what does this all mean if, like many out there, you just bought an Oculus Quest, as you were finally able to get your hands on one, now they're available and back in stock? Well, I wouldn't worry too much right now. Regardless of which direction this new headset is going in, you're going to have access to the same store and the same content with your original Oculus Quest, and it's still going to be a great VR headset for years to come. So that is all there is to discuss for now. Let me know what you guys and girls think in the comments down below. Do you think this image is real? Do you think this image is fake? Would you be into a white Oculus Quest? Let me know all your thoughts about this image in the comments down below. Like I said at the beginning, this is all speculation at this point, and hopefully we'll find out all the official details from Oculus soon. Leave a like if you liked the video, make sure you're subscribed for all my future content, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.